Imagine waking up from a dream and realizing that everything you thought was separate and distinct was actually connected. At that moment, you see that the walls that seemed to confine you, the people you believed were apart from you, and the experiences you thought were yours alone are all part of a single, unified reality. This is the essence of non-duality, the profound understanding that there is no true separation in existence. At first glance, the world appears divided. We see ourselves as individual beings, distinct from the environment, animals, and even other people. We categorize everything, labeling things as good or bad, right or wrong, self and other. Our daily lives revolve around these distinctions, guiding our thoughts, actions, and relationships. Yet, beneath this surface of apparent separateness lies a deeper truth: non-duality. Non-duality suggests that all distinctions are illusions. It proposes that there is a fundamental oneness that underlies all of existence. This concept is not just a philosophical idea, but a direct, experiential realization that has been at the core of many spiritual traditions throughout history. Whether in the teachings of Advaita Vedanta, Buddhism, or the mystical branches of Christianity and Islam, the message is clear: our true nature is not bound by the limits we perceive. Two sides of the same coin. We've all heard this phrase before, but what if I told you there's more to it? What if the ultimate truth of our reality isn't about choosing one side over the other, but seeing that both sides are part of the same whole? Welcome to the concept of non-duality. Today, we're diving into the idea that the only truth of our reality is non-duality, a perspective that transcends the conditioned beliefs of religion and culture. Let's explore this together in simple terms. First, let's understand what duality is. Duality means seeing the world in pairs of opposites: good and bad, light and dark, right and wrong. It's like living in a world divided into black and white. Think about a coin. On one side, you have heads. On the other, tails. In a dualistic view, you have to choose one or the other. But here's the catch. The coin wouldn't exist without both sides. They're inseparable. Duality is a product of our minds. We've been conditioned to see everything as separate and opposite. But this view is limited and keeps us trapped in a cycle of judgment and conflict. Duality creates the illusion of separation. We see ourselves as separate from others, from nature, and even from the divine. This illusion is reinforced by our cultural and religious beliefs. Have you ever felt isolated or disconnected? This feeling often stems from the belief that we are separate individuals living separate lives. But what if I told you this isn't the true nature of reality? Non-duality, or oneness, teaches us that everything is interconnected. There's no real separation between you and me, or between us and the universe. We are all part of a single, unified existence. Non-duality is the understanding that beyond our perceptions of duality, everything is one. It's like seeing the ocean beneath the waves. The waves may appear separate, but they are all part of the same ocean. Imagine a wave in the ocean. It rises and falls, appearing distinct for a moment, but it's always part of the ocean. Similarly, we are all individual expressions of the same underlying reality. Non-duality teaches us to look beyond appearances and recognize the deeper unity of all things. It's not about choosing one side over the other. It's about seeing both sides as part of a greater whole. Our perception of duality is often reinforced by religious and cultural beliefs. Many belief systems teach us to divide the world into categories: sacred and profane, believers and non-believers, right and wrong. Think about how different cultures have different gods, rituals, and moral codes. These distinctions create a sense of division and often lead to conflict. But if we look deeper, we see that all these beliefs are different expressions of the same fundamental truths. What we have been taught by religions and cultures regarding the truth of our reality is basically ideologies, concepts, man-made ideas, and constructs. These teachings, while meaningful in their contexts, are ultimately interpretations and frameworks designed to help us navigate the world. Non-duality invites us to move beyond these constructs to experience a deeper, unified truth. Non-duality transcends these conditioned beliefs. It invites us to see beyond the labels and categories imposed by society and recognize the unity that underlies all existence. We have been conditioned to believe that we are our minds. From a young age, we are taught to identify with our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. This identification creates a strong sense of self, but it also creates a barrier. When we believe we are our minds, we become trapped in a limited perspective. We see the world through the lens of our thoughts, judgments, and conditioning, which makes it difficult to experience reality as it truly is. Our minds are constantly analyzing, categorizing, and separating. This mental activity reinforces the illusion of duality and keeps us from experiencing the oneness of existence. To truly experience non-duality, we must learn to transcend the mind and see beyond our conditioned thoughts. This doesn't mean rejecting the mind, but rather recognizing that we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness behind them, the consciousness that experiences reality directly. Embracing non-duality can be challenging because it goes against everything we've been taught. It can feel unsettling to let go of our conditioned beliefs and see the world in a new way. Have you ever felt afraid to question your beliefs? It's natural to feel this way, but remember, growth often comes from stepping out of our comfort zones. Embracing non-duality doesn't mean rejecting your beliefs. It means seeing beyond them and recognizing the deeper truth that unites us all. It's about expanding your perspective and finding peace in the understanding that we are all connected. The ultimate truth of our reality is non-duality. It's not about choosing one side over the other, but seeing that both sides are part of the same whole. By moving beyond the conditioned beliefs of religion and culture, we can experience the unity that underlies all existence. In summary, the truth of our reality as non-duality invites us to look beyond the surface, to see the interconnectedness of all things. It is a call to awaken to our true nature, to embrace the oneness that we are, and to live from that profound realization. This journey towards understanding may begin with a simple curiosity, but it can lead to a transformative experience of life itself. As you go about your day, remember this: you are not separate from the world around you. You are an integral part of a unified, interconnected reality. Embrace this truth, and you will find peace, compassion, and a deeper understanding of life. Thank you for joining me today. May you experience the beauty of non-duality in every moment of your life. Namaste.